and welcome to my channel. Today I'll be talking about Disney's Dreamlight Valley, which is this life simulation game featuring the Disney characters we all know and love. This game features town, character and home customization, relationship building, quests, a mystery story to unravel and more. The story is that there once was a town filled with Disney characters all living together in harmony, and something called the Forgotten has taken over, sprouting up thorns, erasing people's memories, and yeeting Disney characters back to their homeworlds. So you know the town is filled with Disney characters and you've seen them before in movies or whatever, but having them stroll around town, going fishing with you, helping them make fruit salad, watching them interact with each other, and just generally seeing them live their lives, it's on a whole new level. And not just that, but they don't even act like your regular life sim town residents. They're weird, awkward, funny, and even creepy at times, and I absolutely loved it. Goofy is just goofy. Melon just freaking strolls around town like he owns the place. Donald's constantly chucking a tanty. You'll be walking around and Ursula will just be chilling in a pond. Like, it's definitely weird, but it's also really funny and just makes the entire game feel so wholesome. While there is quite a lot of things to do in the game, I'd say there's a really heavy focus on quests. You'll have your main quests relating to the Forgetting, and then you'll have a whole bunch of side quests for each character that you can do, which can be just as important as the main quests, as they can introduce new characters or help you upgrade your tools. Some quests can be quite interesting and story-rich, but at the same time, many of them are doing simple things like collecting resources, or crafting something, or speaking to someone, and they can sometimes get a bit boring. I did have some issues with the quest progression, so you can sometimes get to this point where you don't have any quests to do because you don't meet the requirements to get to the next ones. Stuff like having certain areas unlocked or having a certain friendship level with someone. So raising the friendship level can often be quite grindy and just boring, as you've got to just keep gifting them stuff over and over again. Unlocking areas is even more time consuming and boring, as it requires something called Dreamlight, which you get by doing tasks. Most tasks don't give you much Dreamlight, and some areas require huge amounts to unlock. So it can be quite overwhelming and a bit off-putting just doing meaningless simple tasks for hours on end just so you can get to another quest. Onto some better stuff, the customization, and the developers did pretty good here. You can customize Dreamlight Valley with furniture, paths, fences, and buildings, all that normal stuff, but you also have access to terrain items such as rocks, trees, and bushes to really take it that step further. I'm actually so curious to see what some people have done with their towns. Like, if you're willing to put in the hours and hours and hours that it'll take, I think you could really do some awesome stuff. You can also customize your house by decorating it with furniture, and you can also design how you want to upgrade it. So you can choose what rooms to add, and you can even choose their sizes as well. Another really cool feature. Aside from the town, you can go off to other worlds to find other characters, but the worlds are really small and kind of just only for that quest. There's not really any potential for exploring or anything like that, nor can you customize it, so it's kind of a waste. I did have some issues with the resources that you need to collect for quests as well. There's a number of resources that are scattered around everywhere, things like branches, flowers, shells, just heaps of stuff that you use a lot for quests and crafting, and they spawn on the map and take a certain length of time to respawn, which can range from a few minutes to literally the next day in real life. So if you need something for a quest and it takes ages to respawn, and you don't have any other quests to do, you will literally have nothing to do but wait. And some requests require so much of a single type of resource, so it can be a lot of waiting. Onto performance, Just a warning, this game is really glitchy. I have had issues ranging from silly little graphical glitches to proper needing to reset my game kind of glitches. It's got them all, and in abundance. I've experienced things like characters disappearing, being unable to speak to someone, things appearing out of nowhere, all of my controls just literally stopped working, and even Ursula just like pissing off to the middle of the ocean when I needed to talk to her. And I can totally appreciate that it's in early access and you can expect glitches, but it is a bit over the top. Despite all of these issues, I really enjoyed this game. I got properly addicted for a while there. There's a lot that I'm hoping will get fixed when they do the proper release. I'm also really excited to see what content will be added when it's fully released. I can only imagine what they might have in store here and what other characters and areas might be added in the future. Once it's released, it will be free to play, but at the moment they're charging about $40 Australian for it. It is on Game Pass for free though, so that's where I played it from, and I recommend you get it from there too. So, overall, great game, but I think it does need some slight improvements. I've played games similar to this with less glitches and overall better game mechanics made by much smaller teams. It's still very fun, don't get me wrong. I only hope that when it's fully released they fix a lot of the issues and don't turn it into some sort of payment scheme, which I can kind of see happening, especially since the developer that made this game is known for making mobile games. But I could be reading too much into that, so I hope I'm wrong. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!